80% of my time, it's war. But that doesn't stop us from keeping an eye on the economic life in power. It's a promise you made to me, and I want you to keep your promise. I don't want to hear anymore. We're being attacked. We see them coming. We agree, right? You will mobilize your people to dig trenches and protect yourselves. By the time the machines arrive at your place to deepen the trenches and do it, it's you who defend the communities, the villages. If you get there, you tell them, get out. We're digging here. The enemy must not roll through here. We dig deep, we close it off, and we settle over there. Your own post's there. And at one point I had something worked out and I said, send it to you. Everyone has talked to you about it, the ministers, the BVDP, so that people build, for example, combat posts. Where the rain hasn't really started yet, make the bricks well, build the posts. I asked for images of the different posts in some villages. And I saw that some have done it with laziness as well. You can't have a post even if you've built all that down there. And there, your head is out. How are you fighting? Well, the image we sent shows there are loopholes. These are the holes through which you have to fight. And when we say to build posts, we don't mean to build just one or two. It needs to be done all around the village, because combat isn't just about one position. Others are building 3 or 4 posts. That's good for the village. No! Get the villagers out, have them build. We provided some models. But tell me, just between us, you know, there are many unbuilt positions. No. What am I supposed to do? Do I have to come and build it myself in your place? But if I tell you that this thing was thought out in my office, and I got a young officer who made the 3D model, and we spread the word, and I told the different leaders to make sure it gets done. It's because even at every moment we're thinking of you. We're thinking of you. I'm saying there isn't a single incident, attack on the VDP post, or whatever. I'm not aware, there aren't any. Unfortunately, in some areas, people have refused to give themselves up. It's an understanding for our own lives. Who is going to pay you? After, we still shout that there are a minimum of things we should be able to do ourselves. I told you that most of you, like me, were born into a system, a caring system, where a lot is expected from others. But what are we doing ourselves for our country? That's it. That's the question we need to ask ourselves now. When I learned that, I was a bit disappointed. Protect yourself. You're asking them to pay you. He will have the money to pay you. Go out and dig. There are certain towns I followed where I told them to go out and dig. They didn't want to, they stayed, and some even went out. Walking under manipulation, he agrees you will dig. A week later, they dug. Today, these towns are more or less at peace. Anyway, either the enemy comes, he runs into the obstacle you've created, and then you have time to fight him there. If he comes to close in, you need to be there. Because if you dig, it doesn't mean you can sleep. It's about preventing him moving and reaching where he wants. And where he has to pass, you need to be there all the time. If he comes to force his way to redo your work, you need to take him down. But once you're caught off guard, you're no longer a man. To regain the upper hand, it's difficult. And when you see things like that, it hurts. Even if you have a collective weapon and your defense isn't strong, the enemy can roll right up to your position. That's not good. Even if you've built what you're told to build there, without putting up a front, you need to dig the trenches. If he wants to roll in fighting, he has to fall into it. Or he stops over there, he gets down to try to cross, and you have time to adjust your shots. It's that complicated. So there's work to be done. We can't be lazy. You need to mobilize the population. It's not just about you doing your job. All your people need to understand that you are choosing to sacrifice yourself for them. So when you tell them to get out of work, they need to get out. The other day, there was an attack. I followed everything and tried to find out what happened. People were surprised. No. When you have a collective weapon, the first thing is you must not be caught off guard. You need to see the enemy and get ready to face him. Every time it was attack, attack, attack. I told the pilots to go film to show me. Did they build the posts? Did they dig? No, there wasn't much. There was nothing. So we will force you and you will force them.